Now, good things come in small packages, that's the old saying, and that is the message behind Marvel's latest superhero blockbuster, Ant-Man.
Well, our not-so-teeny-tiny movie man, Jason Jabba Davis, is here to give us his verdict.
He's got a huge
Good morning
reputation.
to you.
Thank you very much.
He's got a huge reputation. Now, Ant-Man is actually one of the original Avengers. Why did he get his own small movie?
There's the financial reasoning, of course, that these films do enormous box office. Then there's also the storytelling aspect of this, Mon.
Storytelling.
Okay, yeah. And as Ruby likes to remind me, this isn't a movie about a man who turns into an ant, but rather a man who shrinks down to the size of an ant to take part in a larger plot to save the world. Paul Rudd, who we know from Judd Apatow's films, like Knocked Up, and this is 40. Well. He's slimmed down in this film because the director said, I don't want the fat Paul, I want the superhero Paul. So he rang up Chris Pratt from Guardians of the Galaxy and said, mate, how do I get fit? He's got fit for this role. He's a reluctant superhero. He's a burglar that Michael Douglas enlists to pull off a job to spoil Corey Stoll, who's a bit of a supervillain, goes under the name of Yellow Jacket. There he is there.
Yellow Jacket.
The thing that makes this film work, because it's a pretty ridiculous premise, to be frank, I was actually quite reluctant to see it, is the humour. There's a stack of humour. It's really, really funny and great performances. Let's take a look at a scene where Evangeline Lilly is instructing Paul Rudd about what to expect when he shrinks down to the size of Ant-Man.
When you're small, energy's compressed, so you have the force of a 200-pound man behind a fist 1/100 of an inch wide. You're like a bullet. You punch too hard, you kill someone. Too soft, it's a love tap. In other words, you have to know how to punch.
I was in prison for 3 years. I know how to punch.
Show me. Terrible.
You want to show me how to punch? Show me.
That's how you punch.
That scene actually gets funny. He goes, were you even aiming for the hand? So it's very sardonic. 3.5 stars. Lots of fantastic fun. I had to get Ant in there.
Well, because Andrew loves anything that has Paul Rudd in it.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that true?
He loves This Is 40. What about
You know how much I love This Is 40.
Knocked Up? What about Wanderlust? Have you seen Wanderlust? That is funny. That is funny. It's got Jennifer Aniston in it as well.
Oh, I love Jen.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Carry on.
The movie works because it is so funny. They've just gone, look, this is ridiculous, so let's milk the laugh. So very funny, 3.5 stars. Something else that I was dreading seeing this week because I thought I don't want a tearjerker, from the author of The Fault in Our Stars, which was a critical acclaim and massive box office success. Cost them about $12 million to make $300 million worldwide. That first film took. John Green is back. He hasn't written this film, but written the book Paper Towns. It's about a girl called Margot who lives across the road from Quentin. He's infatuated with her since they were kids. She enlists him, creeps into his room one night, and this happens.
Houses and papers, people.
Margot loved mysteries. Maybe she loved me so much she became one.
Margot, hey.
Look, I need to borrow your car.
Where the hell was she?
What?
Your car?
I don't have a car.
I mean your mom's car.
I...
Also, I need to drive the car because I have 9 things I need to do tonight, and more than half of them require a getaway driver.
So she needs a getaway driver, she needs a car. Quentin is very reluctant. There's 2 movies about reluctant young men this week.
Is this one sad? Because The Fault in Our Stars was amazing, but I was a mess.
Yeah, I couldn't see that. It was too sad. Obviously about a teenage cancer sufferer. This one's different. It's about Margot who goes on the run, and Quentin believes that she's left all these clues for him to go and find it. Is that the case? It's a road trip movie. Breakfast Club for the iPhone generation, 3.5 stars. My screening packed with teenagers.
Yeah, right.
Was it?
Like whole classes.
Loving it?
And were they? Yeah, they did.
I think Quinn enjoyed it. The interplay between Quentin and his buddies at school, just, you know, it's their last year of school. They're about to become adults. Really, really profound.
Sounds a little bit Juno-esque.
Quickly, because we've only got 90 seconds before the news.
We'll talk about this next week, OK?
OK, Reuben Guthrie's coming out.
We had Brendan on the show last week. This is a film based on a play. There's 2 of these about to be out. Reuben Guthrie is about an advertising man who takes a year off grog. Next week, the most beautiful film I've seen this year is called Last Cab to Darwin, stars Michael Caton, and Brendan's mate Jeremy Sims has adapted that from a hit play into a film as well. So we'll talk more
Reuben
about
Guthrie, did you
next
like
week.
it?
Didn't get to see it yet.
Oh, OK.
Very interesting themes, though.
All right, so no stars.
But so
Not yet.
what would you say if you think you might have seen it?
Don't like to.
You know,
don't like to. I'll see it, let you know next week.
OK.
If we held you down
and you had to
threatened to electrify your
what do
nipples.
you think that you...
Bring it on.
What do you think that was... Bring it on.
Wouldn't do it.
All right.
Wouldn't do it.
Go and get your electrifying stuff.
All right, excuse me.
That's right. He asked for it. Well, that's happening.
Thank you, Jan.
Thanks, guys.
We will get the